everyone, this is Angelica. Nice to see you again. I'm going to make another video, and this video is called, this is the spiritual lesson number 6, and I'm going to do this one on forgiveness, because forgiveness can be something that can be really difficult for most people. And when you go through a spiritual awakening, it's definitely one of the steps that's needed in order for you to progress on your spiritual path and to become more whole and complete in yourself. If you're harboring any kind of anger, resentments, or hurt and pain from something that someone has done to you in the past, this can be a definite roadblock to your future progress. So, everything has a higher purpose, and I say this a lot, especially in the case of forgiveness. If I explain it in this way, it'll be much easier for you to forgive. Now, once you have been on the spiritual awakening path for a long period of time, you'll realize this higher aspect. But in the beginning, when you're dealing with so many emotions, this may be hard to see. You will understand more clearly why people do the things that they do, why they do things that hurt others, why, they don't understand, where you're coming from, and they don't have the ability to be there for you in any kind of real way, to listen to you or to understand what you're going through, maybe during your awakening. There's a reason that people do these things, and it's because of their own pain and their misjudgment in how to handle this pain, and they just don't know. They don't have the ability to understand. They don't have the ability to make better choices, and they don't have the ability to treat people better, or to understand where you're coming from, because they're not there yet. But they will get there eventually. Maybe not anytime when you will know them, and maybe not in this particular lifetime, but they are serving their purpose here. The other higher aspect of forgiveness is that, believe it or not, there's a reason that you've gone through the things that you've gone through. There's a reason that, for instance, I had a very traumatizing childhood. I had like such a difficult childhood that, I've heard a lot of stories, but mine is such a bad story. It doesn't even seem real almost, some of the things that I've been through in my childhood. So, but once you realize that, I realized that I had to go through that to be who I am today. I had to go through a lot of struggle, a lot of pain. A lot of people hurt me. And it wasn't those specific people that hurt me. These people were just playing roles in my life in order to help me to learn specific lessons and to open up my heart to a higher love. A love that doesn't judge, a love that understands, and a love that is compassionate towards everybody and everything. Because once you understand that we're all one, and we're all teaching each other things, then you understand that you don't have to hold a grudge. You can be thankful, and you can be gracious, and you can be happy that these people have been in your life and taught you these great things. It's just really that simple. Some things are really horrifying, things that happen to certain people, and people that do certain things to other people. When I slip back into my regular thinking mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, how could this happen? How could, people do these things to other people? It doesn't make any sense. Now, in my own personal circumstances, I understand all the things that I've been through, and I understand that those were lessons that I needed to learn, and I'm definitely forgiving. But I'm very protective of other people, and I love everyone so much. It's sometimes when I hear things happening to, other people, it's harder for me to understand that. So, but at the same time, I can kind of think about myself and what I went through to more understand possibly what they've gone through as well. And people, if they don't get through this forgiveness part and they don't allow, their heart to heal, and they're holding on saying, why did this person do that to me? Then it really stops you from your growth and doesn't allow you to take the valuable lesson that was there in order for you to learn. Now, this also doesn't mean that you have to stay in a situation with somebody who may not be, being kind to you or loving to you, or just maybe somebody that's, isn't, on the same level as you are currently. But you can love these people and you can forgive them if they have done something wrong to you, if you feel that they have, and just let it go and then move on. And if you can talk to the person, if they are open to talking to you, but in most cases they won't be, so you can have a conversation with them and just, let them know that you understand and that you are forgiving them and you love them anyway, and maybe it's just best that you, go your separate ways or whatever. But in most cases, the people that have wronged you or hurt you will not be able to be in your life at all. So it may be that you need to write about it. Maybe you need to write about your pain and if someone hurt you, and write about it in a journal and get it out, and then try to let it go. Try to let it go. See the higher aspect of it. Don't not let it go and possibly repeat the pattern or hold that heaviness within your heart. Everybody's doing the best possible, the best job that they can possibly do in their current situations, in the situations that they've been given. And if you have a situation where you're in something and you must, that somebody's done something wrong to you and you are holding this in your heart, it's best just to either let it go. And I know if you're a child and you're in a situation that you can't get out of, that's a different story. And that is harder to understand and relate to. Like I said, in my own situation, I've definitely understood it somewhat, but when, say I have to go around my family now as an adult, it's very hard. And there is no way that I could be in any kind of normal relationship with them, like I would think is normal, currently. And it's because that they have not progressed, at least the way that I'm progressing within themselves. Now, they're progressing at their own rate, I suppose, but there's no way that I'm going to continue the drama and keep it going by bringing them back into my life. And every time I do try to, see them or do something with them, it doesn't end up working out, because from what I can tell, they're still in the same place. So the lesson there is that you just have to move on and you have to send love and hope that they do well, but try not to have your feelings hurt when they don't have the ability to be there in any kind of real way as a family. And that's okay. That's fine. Once you understand why everything is happening. And I'm a real believer in that things do happen for a reason. I know there's some people who are like, it's just random and all this stuff is just, you know, happening and you just don't have any kind of way to know anything and there's really no purpose for anything. I'm not of that thinking, and I'm not, because I can like backtrack into the past and see that every single situation I've been in has been for an opportunity for me to grow. And in that opportunity, if I took the opportunity to progress my growth and embraced it, has made me such a better person. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say about forgiveness. If you have any other comments or questions that you want to put below the video, great. Maybe your experiences with forgiveness and if you've been able to forgive, and maybe some of your tips so that others may know some ways that you've healed yourself through forgiveness. That would be wonderful. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to schedule a spiritual counseling session with me, go on my website under Spiritual Services tab, and you can look at my services there and go ahead and schedule one. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, and I hope you have a wonderful day.